You're right, you lovely, lovely lot. Mark here. With a little chilled out discussion about hopefully my plans for the content being produced in 2024. So, there's a few plans in the pipeline, and I would like to discuss them with you lot, get your feedback and ideas for what you would like to see. Going from there. So, first things first. As we can see here, page, plenty of content. However, last year was a little bit all over the place. Had numerous things occurring and it just went a bit haywire. But life, that is life. So what I want to do is start out as I mean to go forward. And that is with some form of plan. That is still flexible, but a plan of at least I know where I am going and where you lot can see me going. And hopefully you can join along on the way. Now, unless you've been living under a rock from the Games Workshop monolith that it is, Old World has came out. Really quite quick for when you look back at how quick the announcements were coming out. And some of you may be aware, I've been wanting to do a fantasy dwarf inspired army for some time. I dabbled in it when it was fantasy. Now I got a chance with Old World and other game systems. Kings of War, 9th Age, one-page rules regiment. I really want to get to town on it. And I've been talking to some producers of products, shall we say, of stuff that would help you in Old World. Now, what I really want to do to make it quite different, instead of going, I made this army, here's product, is I want to do themed builds. And the first one I really want to go on is start small, alright? Battle for Skull Pass. Doing the dwarf build. And those miniatures will be, I will be using the Highland STL files. So that then branches on to expanded it. So it may not just be Highland I'll be using for these Old World projects. There's other ones out there such as Titanforge and other ones that I like the look of. So it's allowing people to see these other file producers. But also you may be going, what about if I don't have a 3D printer, Mark? Well, then there'll be other providers such as Max Mini and maybe even Mantic then. It's just, I want to have, for my own sanity, I would like to produce content of, if you do struggle to pay the GW prices and you're not worried about going Warhammer World to play your games or anything like that, but you just want to play your games, but you're happy enough to support Games Workshop by buying their books, you know, the Old World books and Arcanum journals and you know, the cards and stuff like that, but you can't afford the actual miniatures, don't fret. I want to be here to help direct you, signpost you to options you can have. So that is the Old World idea that I want to be going forward this year, is starting off small, making playable 2,000, 2,500 point armies, painting them up, showing how I paint them up, potentially. If people want to know how I do skin, hair, like beards, jewels, metallics, basing, things like that, flame effects on candles, please let me know. I would like to really be able to bite my teeth into this. Secondly, but just as importantly, is my love for the Black Templars I'm doing, and potentially re-sparking my Dark Angel project. the Redeemed project, the Sons of the Lion project. And that is going to be in tandem with Grey Tide Studios. So I've been showing off some of their products on the Twitch stream that I do. And people are loving it. They're loving the content. They're loving the designs, because I've been using their Eternal Crusaders for my Templars, and I've been using the Lion's Pride for the Dark Angels. So the idea is I am going to be using their product to build, customize, and paint the Leviathan Space Marine half of that box set. So that's something I really want to get behind. I really want to show how you can make your models your own. You can personalize them, really go to town on it. So that's with Grey Tide Studios. And then the OSL Black Templars, showing how I do the OSL, showing how I do the flame effect, things like that. If people want to see that, please let me know. The flaming magma swords on these guys here, right? Mr. Stompy Stomp. But then it's not just those two projects I got my eyes on. You can tell I'm a bit of a magpie when it comes to ideas in my head. One that I am really keen to get back onto, because I love the IP, is Batman. I absolutely love DC and Batman. And I really, really want to show some of it off. But I want to know people's ideas of how I can do it. I don't mind painting up on Twitch some of the many miniatures I have to show it off. But yeah, any and all ideas, please, I would love to know, okay, of how would you like Batman shown, okay? And then the final tangent, the two final tangent ones that come to mind is reviewing more hobby and materials, things that can help you, whether that's terrain, whether that's brushes, whether that's paints, also things such as vortex mixers, things like that. But then going to connect everything back together, would people like me showing them how to 3D print, the pros and the cons? Alright, it ain't all glitz and glamour. There are some big, big cons. If some of you follow me on the Discord, which there'll be links down below, you'll find out this cold snap that's been happening in the United Kingdom has had some effect on my 3D printing potential at this moment in time. And then finally, finishing off some very much needed projects, such as the Sons of Bahamut. So I do need to finish off the Sons of Bahamut series, the informative series, where I go over the war scrolls and different things. And I still have 2 colossal giants from Max Mini to paint up, and 3 regular giants. So this is one of the projects this is one of the big things I want to do this year. Help encourage people to finish off their projects, work through their pile of potential, have a clear goal of what they want, and just enjoying it, and not having this pressure on yourselves. Sometimes we are too critical on ourselves and we let it get out of hand. And then we stop the hobbying for whatever reason. We've let it get to us. It stops. And it takes a colossal effort to get back on. And that's what I don't want to happen this year with me. Alright? So I would really love you to follow along. As I said at the very beginning, any input, any ideas of the kind of stuff that I have mentioned, help me out. Any thoughts or things you would like to see. I do have World of Tank miniatures as well. I do have a very eclectic mixture of stuff. But anyway, Oh, and before I forget, I do have Dark Angels Horus Heresy. So I would like to show off more kitbash and plasma burners, converting up models and things like that, and how you can use 3D printing to add customization that you may not actually have access to through Games Workshop. You use it to supplement your creativity. That's a big thing I want to show this year, is using 3D printing and add-on businesses that print out customization, shoulder pads, heads, weapon, things like that, to really make your models sing, and they show your personality. All right, but anyway, I'm now waffling. I do apologize. I restate it. Any and all feedback for you lovely viewers I want. Please, please, any and all feedback of what you want to see and what you may not want to see. All right, let me know. So, I shall love you and leave you. Thank you so very, very much for watching through. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this with people that you may know that have some great ideas that they want to see. And I have social media links and affiliate links, save you some pennies, it helps out the channel, down below. Take care of yourself. Ta-ra for now.